Well, the Embakasi MP seems to have found himself in a bit of hot soup, but that story is what leads us to the big question this evening, where we ask whether you think, should Waititu be sacked for propagating ethnic hatred? Again, should Waititu be sacked for propagating ethnic hatred? What do you think? Send us your brief comments beginning with a yes or a no to our SMS number, that's 8040, and we'll sample some of your comments at the end of this live newscast.
Ferdinand Ndungu Waititu. He may be described as uncouth and abrasive by some, while to many of his supporters, the man is a champion for the downtrodden. The MP never walks away from trouble, and he often justifies his actions as the only way to tackle issues in Embakasi. He says, style Embakasi. From demolitions, stone throwing, to inciting his followers against demolition notices, and Kiguta takes a look at his shocking antics and why Kenyans should be outraged at this latest behaviour.
Born January 1st, 1962 in the city's Kibera slums, Ferdinand Ndungu Waititu went on to become a one-time deputy mayor and councillor of Nairobi, and now joins an infamous list of Kenya's most controversial politicians. Yesterday, Waititu may not have literally cast the first stone, but he certainly did stoke the embers with these venomous words. The police looked on as the Honourable Member of Parliament made the dishonourable statement, and today even claimed that they had no powers to arrest him unless a formal complaint was launched. After Waititu incited his constituents, members of the Maasai ethnic group were attacked for apparently belonging to the wrong community. 3 people were killed in the resultant clashes. It is at this point that one wonders what is worse, the fact that an assistant minister can make such remarks and walk free only to be sought after public outcry, or the fact that some misguided Embakasi residents actually cheered him on as he declared that one community had no right to be in the area.
Hata wewe kwa mdomo yako vile umeshakuwa ukikaranga, hakuna siku unaweza sema mambo yote ile umekuwa ukiongea, hakuna ile ushaongea ikapitana kidogo, na ndio hiyo bina apologize about.
There are no two ways about it. There is no room to apologize this away. His poisonous words are a disgrace to not only the people of Embakasi, whom he is supposed to represent, but are contrary to the Constitution. Section 6(1)(b) of the National Cohesion and Integration Act states that a person should not subject another to harassment on the basis of ethnicity by creating an intimidating, hostile, degrading, humiliating, or offensive environment. It is these kinds of reckless statements that fueled the violence we witnessed in 2008, the attempt to uproot entire communities from one region while the Constitution guarantees every Kenyan the right to live and work anywhere in the country. There is no longer room in Kenya for such leaders who, instead of healing the country, are sowing seeds of discord among communities. Waititu's infamy is well documented, but especially for the residents of Nairobi, let us remind you who is standing for Senator of Nairobi County. December 13th, 2010, at KPA slums in Embakasi, Waititu incites residents to protest an eviction exercise and to stone the police. 5th April 2012, Waititu is arrested in Umoja area, Nairobi, for incitement in a demolition exercise. A police officer is seriously injured after a group that was in the company of Waititu stoned him on the head. Police were overseeing a demolition exercise at Benrose Estate when Waititu arrived in the company of a crowd and tried to stop it, prompting a confrontation. 20th July 2012, 2 months later, Waititu returns to the scene to cause yet more drama. Should a man who publicly advocates for the disobedience of the law be in parliament in the first place and pass laws governing people, or worse, in government to implement policy? Now that the Minister of Internal Security and the Director of Public Prosecutions have ordered the immediate arrest of the dishonourable Waititu, we can only hope that the MP will face the full force of the law. The thuggery and hooliganism exhibited by the likes of Waititu have no place in modern Kenya. And Kiguta for KTN.